Hi, I'm Cindy Brown with All Tunes. Today we're working on a '08 Dodge Charger. The problem with this car, it would not start. No lights on the dash. You put the key in ignition, you turn the key, no lights. The only thing comes on is right here. It's a little light. That little light right there. When you put the key in ignition, it comes on right there. Put the key in ignition, that light comes on. So telling me something have to do with the computer security system, we don't know yet. So we're gonna start diagnose this car and see what's going on with this vehicle. As you know, we always start with the basics. We check all the fuses, all the relays. That's where we use our probe right here. We check all our fuses. We turn the ignition on, check all our fuses. And by the way, we're working on the 2.7 liter V6 engine. What happened? It seemed like they take it to a couple places before. They couldn't get it fixed. It looked like here it had some kind of kill switch. So they did a little bypass right here. This looked like the relay for the kill switch that they bypass. I guess that didn't do it, but that right here is telling me that they they did a kill switch bypass. We pulled the dash apart. We noticed that it had a GPS on it, so they already bypassed the GPS. The customer mentioned to us that before it cut off permanently, she will come to the car and she will turn the vehicle, turn it quite a few times, play around with the ignition, take it out, and she will play with it for about 5 or 10 minutes and the car will start. It did that for about, she said, maybe 5 or 6 times until now it permanently don't work anymore. So the car, at one point you could have come to the vehicle when all this problem, all the lights and everything gone out. She will come, she will play with the ignition and the car will start eventually, but it don't do it anymore. After checking everything on this '08 Dodge Charger, we come to the conclusion that the ignition switch is bad. Right behind this piece right here, you remove it. There's 4 screws right here. There's 4 screws behind this piece of panel right here. You remove it and there's a black box back there with the ignition wires plugged right into it. That's what's bad. But there's a recall on that piece, the ignition switch on these cars. So all you have to do is get it to the dealer and they will replace it, have it programmed. They give you 2 keys. They will not sell you the part for it, and you cannot put a used part in there neither. You will have to put the brand new part from the dealer, and they'll program 2 keys like this, and it will be free of charge at the dealer. There's a recall on the ignition switch on this '08 Dodge Charger. One more thing, when this car have coming here with that problem, getting it in gear, it would not go in gear. So what we did, we pull all this apart right here, and we probe this wire right here, the red wire. We probe it and we're able to probe it. Yeah, this red wire right here, we probe it with positive, and there's an actuator back behind here that we that release the this switch. See, right now it would not go in gear. So what we did, we put power to the red wire and this plug right here, and that will release it. So let me show you how that's done. See, right now we cannot move it. It's kind of difficult here for me hold the camera. So we put power to it and put it in gear. So now you can put it in gear. So what you want to do, you want to probably get it in neutral so you could get it on the tow truck. Cause the guy who bring it here didn't know how to get it in gear, and he had to drag the car. He dragged it off the truck. But all you have to do is pull this apart, and the red wire in this harness right here, you put power to it, you release the actuator under here, then you could move it into neutral, and that way you can move the car around in the shop, move it around to put it back on the tow truck, and it goes back real simple. All you do is just push it in, line it up, put it back together, just like that. And that way you could just have it in neutral, and you could because when the car locked down with the ignition problem, you cannot move the car. The windows, same thing. The customer come here, the windows was halfway down. There's a big pink wire run inside the door. You could find it in the back fuse. The back fuse box, right below the back fuse box, there's a big pink wire. You could find it right under here, right here at the kick panel, the driver kick panel. You put power to that wire, and that will operate all your windows, and then you could roll your windows up and down. But right here is a big pink wire. All you have to do is put power to it, and you could roll your windows up and down. So join us next time.